Duck Donuts has donuts that look like this. Well, there are all these different kind of donuts.
There was berry, strawberry lemonade. That one's key lime. Alex, what did you pick?
That's
Cookies?
an Oreo something or other. That's that one sounded really good, so I chose it, but I don't remember what it is.
And then the other one? Oh, so this one was s'mores.
Oh, the one, the second to last one, that's French toast.
French toast. Okay.
Oh, that sounds good. Welcome to Saturday. Alex and Hayley brought us donuts, which is very sweet.
We also kind of came over without asking, but you know.
So we bring donuts.
We do this to you though.
Well, you brought a peace offering, so it's totally fine. Oh, that's very good. We ate a duck donuts in Myrtle Beach too. They're good donuts.
It's so weird. They like make them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't have them just out on the rack.
Mm-mm. You're like, I want that, and they're like, give me a minute. You're like, I want half a dozen. They're like, So, y'all were hanging out today, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then by association, I have custody of you.
Sure. I don't have anything to do.
I think he's just here to play Demon Souls.
I did buy Demon Souls.
You did.
For PS5, and I don't have a PS5, so I just put it in your house.
That did happen. That's not the only time that's happened. Sometimes people buy games and they're like, here. I'm like, oh, thanks. They're like, I won't play it. I'm like, okay. Well, thank you for bringing over the donuts. And, hope y'all have fun. What are y'all doing? You going to the farmer's market?
A lot of things. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The modern era of video games is wonderful because Alex had bought Demon's Souls. We're like, hey, let's play Demon's Souls. So the PS5 was still in the box. I needed to get it unpacked. So I got that all hooked up, got it, connected to the thing, and then we had to. Alex needed to make an account.
Yeah.
That was
luckily you'd already set up the internet connection on the system and downloaded. Well, no, you had to download a system update.
There was a system update.
Then I had to make an account.
Yep.
Which
was a lengthier process than it should be.
Put the game in, and it had to copy 30 gigs of data to the drive that took like 30 minutes.
Yep.
And now it's downloading an update.
Yeah, there's an update, and it's like
45 minutes.
Yeah, and it's like, you could play, but then there might be features that you don't have. So yeah, by the time this is done, from having sat down on the couch, I think it will have been like an hour. I don't know. There's just something about that's just like really special to me. I'm like, that's like you can take a Super Nintendo and just slap a cartridge in it and hit the button, and on the PS5, it's like, well, hold on there, fella. Did you want to play a video game? I guess the interesting thing, and what I was talking to Alex about, is that you buy the consoles now that have the disk drives. You have a console that has a disk drive, but it doesn't actually really matter because you have physical media, and there's advantages to that because it's something that you can trade or sell or whatever. But because it still has to copy to the console, the time savings of having physical media is gone. That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, internet speeds are to the point where it's roughly equivalent, whether you're copying something from a Blu-ray to an SSD or downloading it from the internet. So.
Yeah. And one thing to note is that right now, this is running off of Wi-Fi.
Mm.
If I were to plug up an Ethernet cable, it'd probably be almost instant.
Mm.
But, we're, in for a penny, in for a pound. I think we should just wait at this point. This game looks great.
It really does.
It looks genuinely very, very good. And I checked because it looked so good. And I was like, it looks so good. It's definitely higher than 1080p.
I'm not very good at parrying.
And I was like, Alex, you don't even need to put it on performance mode. And he was like, I think it is on performance mode. So then we looked, and it is on performance mode. And the alternative is cinematic mode, and cinematic mode, it runs like absolute garbage. But the interesting thing is, when I click the information on the TV, it's running at 4K. So this on performance mode, it runs at 4K 60, and the game is beautiful. Like, my phone will not do it justice. Like, it's both a very pretty game, and it runs very, very smoothly. Neat. Yeah, Alex played through Demon's Souls about a year ago on a PS3 emulator. And
This looks better. PS5 is a market improvement graphically from PlayStation 3.
Yeah, no doubt. It's interesting because like we've only done a handful of PS5 titles like on the channel, and as a result, I haven't spent like a whole lot of time with the PS5. But every time we do, I'm like reminded of like, oh my god, like this looks extremely good. Like, I think the last thing that we played of note was the Quarry, because we played the Quarry on the PS5, and the Quarry looked good. But like this,
well, this you can.
This is something you're actually like.
Oh, you know what it is with the Quarry? We had these bright lights in our faces.
Oh, yeah.
That also has an impact.
Yeah, it's
the
a lot.
Quarry was also a very dark game.
Yeah, this is a very good experience.
And Demon's Souls on PS5 is an exceptionally good looking game. Like Blue Point does amazing work.
Yeah. See, well, you also are coming at it from like the developer side of things. So like you recognize stuff that I'm not going to recognize and understand that the little intricacies.
Insanely well polished, and like the lighting and effects and the animation and everything, it's superb.
The house smells amazing because bacon. Bacon smells amazing. So Mal and Hayley went to the farmer's market today and got a bunch of different tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tomato time.
It's. I mean, folks might be able to put it together with the bacon and the tomato, but we're making BLTs. How is it?
Good tomato.
Mm-hmm. Really good tomato. How good? It's a good tomato. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When can I try the tomato?
Here, you can eat one off this side.
Yeah.
Right now.
Alex, you want a tomato?
Sure. Thank you.
See, I was cut it the other way.
Oh, from the bottom?
Yeah.
That's a good tomato.
Right there, that's got flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tomato that tastes like a tomato. That's the thing. Is like if you're ever gonna grow anything at home,
Grow tomatoes.
like grow cherry tomatoes, because the thing is like they're so different tasting. If you're like, oh, I don't like tomatoes, grow cherry tomatoes, and you will eat one fresh off the vine. And you'll go, oh, just kidding,
Yep.
because that's what like I grew up like eating them off the vine since I was a kid.
You want to try the tie-dye?
Oh yeah, this is the tie-dye one. You see, look at the color.
Yeah, that's.
Interesting. It has
So
a
many.
different flavor.
It does?
I think I like the first one better. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with this one, but
Here, take one of those. Alex, you want to try tie-dye?
It's tomato time. The texture of that's very different. Mm-hmm. Very different. Huh. Not awful,
No.
but definitely different than the first one in both flavor and texture.
You want to try the pink red one?
We're trying all of them, I guess. I like trying all the tomatoes.
this one's a lot softer, a lot smoother,
It is, yeah. Less acidic.
and still loving the first one.
Yeah.
Which one is this?
This is a pink brandy one.
Pink brandy wine. God, there's so many types.
That's a
of
big
tomato.
slice. Oh,
Well,
Yeah, you
it's-
didn't even know there's this many types of tomatoes.
These are all heirlooms.
I mean, on the times that we've went to the farmer's market, I've seen like, there's a lot. But whenever I think of my own accord about tomatoes, I certainly don't come up with so many.
Here, try one of that. You want to try brandy one?
I'm with Hayley. Still not as good as the first one. but very good, regardless.
We only got the first one as an afterthought.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Oh, water boiling again.
Nope, we're getting there. Also got corn. That's not for me.
They're peaches and cream corn.
Peaches and cream corn.
We've just never heard of it, and they were being sold by like everybody. So apparently that's a thing here.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I can't have corn.
Oh, that's a look. Good.
So I'm gonna have
Bring the camera
zucchini.
over to
Oh,
look at
wow.
the inside of this tomato.
This is Mr. Stripey.
Mr. Stripey.
I should have flipped it this way and cut it.
Mr. Stripey. Good. Getting a different tomato flavor. I like the texture of this one.
It's really interesting how, like, you know, similar but still very different all of these are. God, it almost looks like pineapple,
Look at some of these.
right? What a wild looking tomato.
You can just put one of those on your BLT.
Yeah,
Grab another bite.
that's a very big thing. Since we're trying things, I'm interested in trying one of the Jones that we got from Rocket Fizz. This is watermelon,
Square.
so I'm gonna open it.
It's probably gonna taste like watermelon.
I sure hope so. That would be as advertised.
Ooh, we should put like tahini around the rim.
This is the Cherokee Purple?
Yeah, I'm growing these.
You're growing these, right? This is
I'm
the one
also
that-
growing the brandy ones. This is what we used last summer from the farmer's market.
I really like those.
That's a robust flavor.
It's very good. That's very, very good. Let me try this. Yeah, that's watermelon. It's light. You want to try this?
Sure.
It I don't know. It tastes like watermelon.
Tastes like a watermelon candy. You want some?
I'll try it.
It just tastes like watermelon candy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good flavor.
Yeah, it tastes like watermelon candy.
Telling you, tahini around the rim.
What's my thing say? Don't believe everything you think.
Makes you think.
Really makes you think. Oh no, but I'm not supposed to believe.
Yeah, don't believe it.
Man,
beautiful cross section.
BLTs are so good.
They are good, man. They are very, very good.
You know what else is good? Corn. This is really good corn.
Also, let me use this opportunity to welcome you into July and say thanks, patrons. The names of our Patreon producers are scrolling along the screen now. If you'd like to learn more, you can click on the link that's up in the corner, or you can visit supportsteven.com. We also put the link in the description. Part of me wants to say, June flew by, but no, I don't think it did. There are definitely months in my life, I'd say maybe a majority of months that fly by, but June had a lot of pieces to it. As a reminder, June started. We started June with Chaz here. So Chaz was already here. Chaz was here. That was the beginning of this month. Or I guess now it's July, so last month. And we had Jules show up. Jules showed up on June 1st. Emil was in town. We traveled back to, Josh had his birthday party, obviously, which was a big, I think the highlight of June, maybe. It was really great. That entire experience was really great. And then, we went back to Myrtle Beach in June as well. There was a lot of different little pieces to the month. And then also, whenever I think now about the progression of time in the last few months, June especially, I think about it using the garden, like how the garden started at the beginning of the month versus how it is now. So like there's a lot of progression there. We're now harvesting bunches of zucchinis and tomatoes, and it's just a really exciting time. So yeah, June was a very good month. I thought it was a good month, but also I don't feel like it was necessarily super fast. There was a lot of like meaty parts to it. So I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed June. And then the other thing is that I finally got back to doing solo streams, which was really, really awesome. I'm so excited to be able to do that and have that set up, and I mean, to be able to try games again with first 20, but then also get around to some single player stuff that I've been putting off for, in some cases, literal years. I'm ready to get back to it. This evening was Saturday, so we recorded some stuff with friends. We didn't have anything left. We had posted everything. So we just did Jackbox. Jackbox tends to be I mean, it's fun. It's fun, it's funny, and people tend to really enjoy watching it, which is good, but it's also kind of our emergency button, where if we run out of stuff, we can be like Jackbox, and then we can get a few videos out of one evening. So we recorded 3 different things, and there's some really funny stuff. The other thing that we did tonight was we did a themed TKO video, which is like, we've never tried that before. And actually, by the time this vlog is out, it might be out already. But I don't know why we've never given that a shot. The idea of like telling everyone that all of their drawings and phrases should be themed around a central idea. That's kind of a fun, different thing. Restrictions breed creativity, and it's also fun to have an entire episode feel like it's all about one thing. It's just, we've done that for Broken Picture Film, but we've never done that for TKO, so it's kind of a fun twist on a classic. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. It's a little bit later than I wanted. We're getting up in the morning because we're going to brunch. Josh has been out of town because he has been in Philadelphia. He's back now, and we're getting brunch with everyone. Everyone's in town except Brandon. Now Brandon's out of town. But we're going to be taking the 6 of us and heading to get some sushi. The conveyor belt sushi place that we went to before, when we went, Dan didn't get to go. So Dan's the only one in the group that like hasn't had a chance to try it. So we're going to go get that so he can try it. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. Let's be back tomorrow, shall we?